Hello students, let's begin with the activities or the brainstorming activities of the chapter Voyaging Towards Excellence. The first activity given over here is a debate. In the classroom, you have to arrange a debate and you have to divide the class into two groups. And the topic given over here for the debate is upbringing plays a very important role in shaping one's life. Now one is in favor of the topic and another group is in against the topic. First we'll read out the points related to the favor of the topic. Proper upbringing is the most essential thing in shaping our life. It's the sign of a successful parenting. Good parenting is more important than a good school. It helps to provide a very healthy atmosphere for the child. The children are inspired with the lessons of morality and self-confidence right from the beginning. Along with making the children learn the social values, the parents are responsible for child's academic success too. Automatically, the children start to consider parents as their role model. Proper upbringing encourages a child to live an independent life. It helps the child to follow the footsteps of the successful people. The child tries to pursue something good achieved by others. Now let's read out the points which is against the topic. We do not agree with your views regarding upbringing. Friends, it is said that success in life is not for those who run fast, but for those who keep running and always on the move. Really, most of the people become successful with their own capacity and self-confidence. They do not rely on others' motivation. They do not pursue others. They do not imitate others. They do not accept others as their role models because they themselves are able to become role models for others. They set an example for others with the help of their own strength. Look at the orphans. Are they upbringing by their parents? Still, they achieve great success in their life. Now, the next activity is go through the text and describe the second inning of the writer in your own words. The second inning of the writer is related with his career as a writer. He achieved a great success as a Marathi writer. He has written 34 Marathi books so far. Most of them have become bestsellers with the sale of thousands of copies. These books have brought good changes in people. The book like Musafir and Mannat helped hundreds of people to come out of depression. His management book Boardroom helped to create readers to know economy. His books on mathematics enable the readers to turn to the career in mathematics. The writer succeeded to touch the hearts of millions of readers. The second inning is really a good changing inning of writer's life. Third activity is read the text and make a list of great Indians and foreign personalities who impacted Achyut Godbole during his childhood. Now these are the list of the names of the poets, writers, musicians, then you have dramatists and painters. One by one you all can see the names of these great people. The next activity is find different techniques used by the writer to learn science and mathematics. First, used to appreciate the inherent beauty of these subjects. Found Newton's law of motion beautiful, and writer also found Pythagorean theorem elegant. When the writer was in 7th standard, he solved the problems of physics and mathematics of standard 9. He used to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving the problems of physics and mathematics. He enjoyed the whole process, which was not the part of his curriculum. These were the different techniques used by the writer to learn science and mathematics. Now, the writer faced numerous problems while communicating in English or the writer was completely stumped because. First reason is he had his entire education in Marathi. Obviously, if you are from vernacular medium, you go through lots of difficulties in learning English language. His spoken English was quite pathetic because he was very bad at spoken language. He possessed a very weak vocabulary. His pronunciation was terrible. His sentence construction was very awkward. Due to the writer's pathetic English speaking style, reasons are given over here, felt extremely humiliated and upset. He felt quite depressed and diffident is inferiority complex. He was almost broken and wanted to run away to Solapur. He had developed an inferiority complex. He felt quite lonely and terrified. Next is, the writer wanted to achieve mastery in English because he wanted to speak English fluently. He knows his ability to excel in anything he tries to do. He need not have to feel afraid of anyone. Make a list of different steps that the writer undertook to improve his English speaking skills. He started to read English newspaper and books, started to think in English, studied vocabulary and pronunciation, practiced speaking before mirror, studied etymology and phonetics. Describe the writer's achievement after achieving mastery in English language. The writer started feeling quite confident. His fear vanished and he felt absolutely improved. He started feeling at home in his hostel, became CEO and MD of various companies, gave several corporate presentations and signed contracts. See, these are so many answers and options which I am providing you children. If you want to write some other than this, you're most welcome for that. Next is activity. Complete the table comparing two different phases of life of the writer as an MD or Chief Executive Officer and an activist of Sarvodaya movement. The table is given here over here. Tabular data we call it as. MD or Chief Executive Officer. Now these are the two different phases of his life. Okay children. As an MD or Chief Executive Officer, he is head of the company for 23 years, traveled worldwide for business purposes, spent much time in writing IT books. Now, as an activist of Sarvodaya movement, he participated in a peaceful satyagraha, participated actively for tribal welfare, and had to spend some days in jail also. Complete the web highlighting the various opportunities you gain due to your good English speaking skills. Now, opportunities you gain. What are those opportunities? Let's read out one by one. Always selected for debate competition, selected for anchoring, selected to participate in study 4, selected as a chief of various clubs, selected for training based activities, selected to talk with foreign guests. Describe a situation or incident when you felt embarrassed for your lack of knowledge of a particular subject or incompetence in speaking English fluently. Now let's read out. You will feel as if it's your story only, children. I still remember the day when I was studying in 10th standard. I was asked to conduct the morning assembly of school. I was confused and surprised by calling me suddenly. I had never conducted the assembly before. That was really my first stage appearance. I was embarrassed because I knew that I was very poor in English. I was lacking proper pronunciation, presentation, and confidence. One of the English teacher came near me and gave me some idea. At the end of the assembly, I was also asked to read news headlines from the Times of India. My performance was very poor. I did not sleep well that night. From that moment, I decided to improve my English. Today I am English teacher. Now fill in the blanks, selecting the correct phrases from the alternatives given. By the end of the week, she was beginning to feel at home in her new job. When he lost his mother, he went completely broken. Traveling can help to broaden one's horizon. After my retirement, I started my second inning as a social worker. Having faith in God keeps one going in difficult situations. This is so true. To succeed in any competitive examination, one requires a sea of knowledge. The simple village girl felt out of place in formal party. The work done by Sindhutai Sapkai touched the hearts of millions. The teacher spoke at length explaining the concept. The speaker was completely stumped by the intelligent question asked by the audience. Now, next activity, children. Read the next and find out words related to the game of cricket. List two meanings of each. Second inning. General meaning: the second phase of life of an individual where she starts, pursues, or a new different career or past retirement life. Now, meaning in cricket is when a team comes to bat for the second time in a test match. Next word is target setting. General meaning: the process of identifying something that you want to achieve with fixing measurable goals. Meaning in cricket: to prepare both physically and mentally to reach the figure of runs scored by opposite team. Rank. General meaning: rank is a position of a person in an organization, showing the importance of the person having it. Now, meaning in cricket: ICC player ranking is a table where the performance of international cricketers is ranked using a points-based system. Pull. General meaning of pull is to exert a force on someone or something so as to cause movement towards oneself. And now, meaning in cricket is a pull is a cross-batted cricket shot played to a ball bouncing around waist height by twinkling the bat in a horizontal arc in front of the body. Now, teamwork. General meaning of teamwork is the collaborative effort of a group to achieve a common goal or to compete in the most effective and efficient way. Meaning in cricket is no single player can give victory alone. Collective effort, that is teamwork, will surely help team to achieve it. Go through that text to find the antonyms of the words given and fill the boxes. Now the words are given over here. 6 words, children. Unlucky. Second is solution. Third one is trust. Fourth is confident. Fifth is advanced. Sixth is blockhead. Now you have to give the antonyms of these given list. Now unlucky is lucky. Solution is the antonym of the given word. Solution is problem. Third is trust. The opposite of trust is doubt. Fourth is confident, diffident. I told you the meaning also while explaining the chapter. Then advanced, lower, blockheaded is genius. Understood? Now auxiliary verbs are here. Auxiliary means now this one whole lesson, audio lecture, video lecture has been presented to you about auxiliary verbs, children. Go and check that lesson and try to understand the topic in detail. But still it has been given as an activity question in your lesson. So here you have got the simple brief explanation about auxiliary verb. Auxiliary means to provide additional or supplement. Wait a minute. Additional or supplementary verb, help. Auxiliary verb means helping verb, which is used with the main verb. Auxiliary verbs express the main verb's tense, mode or voice. Now two types of auxiliary verbs are primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. Now what are primary auxiliaries? To be, to have, to do. Okay, and these are the list of primary auxiliaries: am, is, are, was, were, being, been, will be. To have is explained in terms of have, has, had, having, will have. These are the perfect tenses also. To do means work to do. Three forms of work to do is do, does, did or will do. Okay. Now modal auxiliary is can, shall, must, could, can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, ought to, used to, need to, dare to, have to. This is the table of modal auxiliary given over here. This I have explained in detail, children. I don't think again you have to go through it in the explanatory format, but still you take it as a notes over here. Can and could is used for showing ability. Should is used for seeking advice. Shall and will for future or determination. Would is used as habitual past request. May, might, permission and possibility both. Must and have to is used for compulsion, that is obligation. Used to is habitual past. Ought to is obligation again. Need to is necessity. And dare to is courage. Now go through the sentences given below and say whether the verbs are main verbs or primary verbs. Okay, children. Now the given sentences. I had a very simple upbringing. Now had is main verb here. I was immensely impressed. Was is main verb again here. I had learned from my childhood that money did that mean everything in life. Auxiliary verb. He was a convent educated guy. Main verb. They did all the work in time. Main verb. I had to achieve a lot in life. Auxiliary verb. Fill in the blanks with appropriate models according to the situations given in the following sentences. Take an umbrella, it might rain later. People must not walk on the grass. Shall I ask you a question? The signal has turned red, you should wait. I was a sports person in my school days. I can play badminton. I'm going to the library. I will find my friend there. Find from the text the sentences that show past habit. I have to find out from the text. I used to study these subjects or any subject for that matter. I used to love problem solving and finding out. Now these are the past habits. Sentences which shows past habit. I used to stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking. I used to consider myself somewhat intelligent. I used to visit MIT during lunchtime to meet my friends. I used to visit both of these universities. We used to discuss about relativity. Vasant Bapat used to visit our home. Most of the students and professors used to converse in English. Now, these are the sentences that show past habits from the text. Now, do as directed and rewrite the sentences. I did not fully understand their discussion, but I was immensely impressed. Now, remove but. Answer is, though I did not fully understand their discussion, I was immensely impressed. Next is, I had decided that I would do nothing of this sort. Remove that. I had decided not to do anything of this sort. My fear had vanished and I started feeling at home in my hostel. Use when. When my fear had vanished, I started feeling at home in my hostel. It was only my self-esteem which stopped me. Remove which. Only my self-esteem stopped me. I plunged into all these branches of knowledge. It was period of Renaissance. Join with which. It was a period of Renaissance which I plunged into all these branches of knowledge. When I look back, these are a number of lessons that I cherish. Remove when. On looking back, I observe that there are a number of lessons that I cherish. There are hundreds who tell me that they understood the theory of relativity. Remove who. Hundreds tell me that they understood the theory of relativity. Now one more new topic is about flyer. Children, what is flyer? A single paper handbill it is, or printed advertisement, or you can say a small piece of paper intended for wide distribution or used for advertising, promotion, event or program. This is, we call it as flyer. Now let's see what are the tips for creating effective flyers. First is, keep your contents short. Draw logo, pictures or design. Write catchy title and mission statement. Mention contact detail and time. Write catchy features and importances. Write details of topic. Use bullets and points. Use 2 to 3 font styles. These are the tips for creating effective flyers. Now this is the first sample. New Arts and admission open for New Arts, Science and Commerce College, New Delhi. Mission statement is changing lives through quality education. Now details are given over here, features are given over here, and why to choose them as a university is given over here. Courses, details are courses available, junior college, undergraduates and postgraduate, certificate courses and diplomas, regular and distant mode. Both the modes are available. Now what are the features of this New Arts, Science and Commerce College? Big, spacious and smart classrooms, highly experienced teaching staff, advanced courses and programs are available, modern and digital technology is used. Now why to choose them? So our students shine in all walks of life. Our teachers' passion and dedication is important. Beautiful campus and ambience, record-breaking results. Our name itself is a sign of trust. Now the contact is given over here, website is also mentioned and the time is also mentioned. This is a sample for flyer. Second sample over here is, yoga is the journey of the self, through the self to the self. Sunday yoga classes. Details, features and need. Details are separate batches for men and women, Time is 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. and fees is rupees 200 per class. Now, what are the features of this yoga class? Exercises, systematic presentation of asanas, and motivational approach. Now, why there is a need of having a yoga class? Mental calmness, greater flexibility, better breath control. Now, contact number is given and the website is also mentioned. This is another sample of a flyer. Now, one more sample of flyer is tree plantation drive. Thursday, 20th August, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Preserving ecology is the logo presented over here. Punchline. Then plantation of 1,000 trees. Bike rally for awareness, speeches, essay writing competitions. All our wisdom is stored in the trees. Fourth sample is about the classes. Now another activity is Achyut Godbole has written many bestsellers that are famous far and wide. Read at least 2 books of your choice, make summary of those books and submit. Now these are the list of his booklets. Arthat, Ganiti, then Mannat, Canvas, Symphony, Zapruza, Boardroom, Symphony, Limelight. These are the list of books. If you want to go and read, you all can read it out of these books. Now this was all about the activities, brainstorming activities of the chapter Voyaging Towards Excellence. In the next lecture, we'll try to solve the paper pattern given by the board, inshallah. Thank you.